Welcome to the Lifestyle Herbalists, where we serve up a healthy dose of happiness. I'm Dabney, and together with my co-host Sabrina Cooper, we're here to blend our expertise as dental hygienists and herbalists to help you live your healthiest, happiest life. From holistic wellness tips to natural remedies and everything in between, we're here to inspire you to thrive, mind, body, and spirit. Let's get started. Good morning, and welcome back to the Lifestyle Herbalist podcast. I am your host, Dabney, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about springtime. Yay! The spring is around the corner here in Virginia, and we have had finally a break in our winter cold and snow. When I was a little girl, I remember having lots of snow and sledding and building snowmen and igloos. But over the last couple of decades, snows and winters have not been quite as prevalent as I remember. But this year, we had more snow than in previous years, and certainly the temperatures were cold and stayed colder for an extended period of time. So this week, it feels like spring because it's actually above freezing and actually in the 50s and even close to 60 toward midweek. So anyway, I'm really excited about spring. But with that, spring is a renewal for the plants. And because we are part of the earth, it's actually a renewal for us humans as well. So today I want to talk about harnessing the power of the season and really about liver health and vitality. So in herbalism, there are organ systems that are associated with seasons. And with spring just a few weeks away, I thought it would be a good time to talk about the upcoming season so you can just be prepared for it. And spring is a time of renewal, like I said, making it an ideal time for supporting our liver because liver is traditionally associated with spring. So it's deeply rooted in the traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, and both of these systems view the body as interconnected with nature. And they emphasize the importance of aligning with seasonal rhythms to maintain our health and our balance. So as far as the traditional Chinese medicine perspective goes, it's part of the wood element. And in TCM, or traditional Chinese medicine, there's wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And each of these correspond to a different season, an organ, and an emotion. So in spring, it's associated with the wood element, which represents a growth, a renewal, and an upward energy. Things are springing out of the ground, and we're having an upward energy toward that sun. It's much like a budding tree or plants, during our spring and growing season. The liver and the gallbladder are associated as wood organs, and the liver and the gallbladder are primarily the organs associated with this element, mainly because it's responsible for the smooth flow of qi, which is our vital energy. And when the liver is balanced, energy flows freely, promoting physical and emotional harmony. So the liver's role in the spring is a rebirth and renewal, but it's tasked upon supporting this process. So what is the liver responsible for? Well, the liver is responsible for detoxification, which basically is clearing out the stuck and heaviness accumulation during our winter time. We do a lot of sitting around. We partake in usually more drinking and more hearty comfort type food. And our liver has to detoxify all of those things. So it's also responsible for emotional balance. So storing and regulating emotions, particularly anger and frustration. So when people are overly frustrated or they're quickly angered, typically this is a buildup of toxins in the liver. So liver in the gallbladder is also responsible for planning and decision making. And it's linked to the ability to plan and make decisions like a strategic growth plan for for life and for vacations and what's to come, much like the growth pattern of plants. Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to let you know about eCornell's plant-based certificate program. Enrolling in the eCornell plant-based certificate course is an excellent way to deepen your understanding of nutrition and its impact on both our health and the environment. Personally, this course helped me realize just how crucial food is to our body's well-being and why we must carefully consider what we eat. It's grounded in science, and the course provides evidence-based insights into the role plant-based nutrition plays in supporting optimal health. It also highlights the environmental and sustainability aspects of our food choices, making it a comprehensive resource for anyone looking to better understand the broader implications of nutrition. I highly recommend this course to anyone wanting to gain a solid, science-backed foundation in plant-based nutrition. Check out the link below in the show notes for more information. Now, back to the show. So there are signs of the imbalances of the liver. What does that look like? Well, physically, there can be headaches, allergies, fatigue, or digestive issues. Emotionally, imbalances show up as irritability, mood swings, or a difficulty with making decisions. Traditional Chinese medicine practitioners often focus on supporting the liver in the spring to prevent or address these imbalances. So that's the perspective from the traditional Chinese medicine. Our Ayurvedic perspective is a little different. In Ayurveda, the year is divided into three specific seasons, and they're called doshas. There's Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. In Ayurveda, spring is the Kapha season, and it's characterized by qualities of moisture, heaviness, and stagnation, which means things are stuck, similar to the melting of snow and the blooming of flowers. The liver's role, of course, in this one as well is detoxification, as liver is the key organ to detoxify what we consume, and it can be emotions as well. So in Ayurveda, the liver is responsible for filtering toxins and what they call ama of the body. During spring, the body naturally seeks to shed the heaviness and stagnation accumulated during the winter, making it an ideal time to support the liver. In Ayurveda, their imbalances might show up physically as sluggish digestion, weight gain, congestion, or even skin issues. Emotionally, it can be lethargy, attachment, or resistance to change. In Ayurveda, they emphasize the importance of cleansing the liver to restore the balance during the springtime. So the theme in both Ayurveda and TCM, really it's a renewal and a growth, and they mirror the natural world. And they both see that liver is a primary organ of detoxification and regeneration, which plays a central role in this process. So the liver is closely tied to emotions, particularly anger, in both TCM and Ayurveda. And it's seen as an opportunity to release emotional stagnation and embrace new beginnings. So how does detoxification look? Well, detoxification is a filtering of the toxins of the blood. We want to metabolize and process the nutrients and regulate hormones. And then there's adaptogens like schisandra and reishi. And these herbs help support the liver and reduce stress. So what could be some liver clearing foods? Always leafy greens, dandelion. Again, the greens of the dandelion are so beneficial. There's arugula and kale. And then there's vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. Citrus foods like lemons, limes, which are high in vitamin C and antioxidants, are very helpful in clearing the liver. And actually it's been said that having a little lemon juice in the morning before you start your day is a great way to get that liver going. Then there's spices like turmeric, ginger, and cumin. So simple recipes, you could have a morning liver tonic with warm water, lemon, ginger, and a pinch of cayenne. Or you can have a spring detox salad, something like mixed greens, radishes, and a lemon turmeric dressing. So, how do we practice liver health? Supporting the liver through herbs and food is a great idea, but it's also important to support the liver in lifestyle practices, and that involves movement and exercise. Physical activity for stimulating lymphatic flow and liver function is ideal. Gentle exercises like yoga, tai chi, or walking in nature can really help ground the body and help the lymphatic flow and support the liver. We talked somewhat about emotions like frustration and anger. What does that look like for the liver, and how do we connect the liver to our emotions, and how do we clear that? Well, practicing emotional release is really important, and each person has their own idea and their own way of dealing with things that stress them. For some people, it can be journaling and writing down all the things you're frustrated with. It could be writing a letter that you never send to the person or the situation that you're frustrated with. Breath work is a wonderful way to really release emotions throughout the body. I've been told and understood that we have about 90 seconds to deal with an emotion that comes into our body. And if we don't deal with that in that 90 seconds, it becomes stuck in one of our organs. That then culminates into problems and disease later in life. It's really, really important to deal with those emotions as they come in. I'm not saying it's easy. I struggle with that myself. And it's the idea that I need to have it on the forefront of my mind so that I know that I need to deal with it quickly before it becomes problematic in my body. There's also talking to a trusted friend or a counselor, someone that you can really be vulnerable with, who isn't going to judge you harshly, but be a listening ear. Those are great ideas to really support your liver and your emotional well-being. Things like dry brushing to help with skincare is really a great idea. The liver is actually very stimulated and the lymphatic system is very stimulated when we dry brush. Herbal baths like Epsom salt and using detoxifying herbs like ginger can help support the body and the lymphatic system and the liver. So some practical tips I wanted to leave you with today as you think about liver cleansing is to just start a daily routine with just some warm lemon water. Just a tablespoon or two of lemon water and lemon in some warm water, and just feel that going all the way down into your belly, and knowing that it's going to be supporting your liver. That's going to help you clear out some of the stuck feelings and emotion and detoxify as spring erupts. Incorporate bitter greens into your meals. We talked about dandelion, ginger, radishes, all of these things. Even a pinch of cayenne can help stimulate. Using herbal teas or tinctures to support your liver function. Avoiding an overload of alcohol, caffeine, processed foods is never really a great idea for any occasion. I don't even call them foods. I call them processed products. They're not really food. It's just, I don't even know what it is, toxins. And those are great ways to just reduce your exposure to environmental toxins. Even things like cleaning products, perfumes, deodorants, try to go as natural as you possibly can. And really just sit and listen to your body. Recognize when your body needs support. I think it's really a good idea to avoid really restrictive cleanses, but just do things to incorporate small steps. Lemon water. Incorporate a cleansing herb, something like burdock or yellow dock or ashwagandha. Some of these things that can help support your body while you're cleansing can be just easy ways that don't require some restrictions. So those are my tips for today. And the key takeaway, I guess, is just know that there is a connection between spring and the liver and renewal. And think about, what foods are you choosing? What lifestyle practices can you put into place today to support your liver and your newness and your renewal of the springtime coming forward? I encourage you to embrace the energy of spring and take just small steps towards supporting your liver. Thank you for listening. Remember, spring is far more than just a changing of seasons. It's a rebirth of the spirit. Blessings to you all.